Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another first listen review. Although I listened to this one actually a couple days ago, I didn't realize what it was when I was getting it. I just kind of ordered it up as a digital download, and it was just one that I wanted, so it wasn't like anything that I got ahead of time or anything, but I didn't realize what it was when I was getting it until after I listened to it. I was like, man, this is really different. So I went and read up on it and realized it's a live in the studio recording with an 8-piece orchestra, and the band I'm talking about is Soen. I think that's how it's pronounced. And this album is called Atlantis. And I wasn't going to do a review on this, but it was so good, I had to share this with you guys. In case you guys don't know who Soen is, it was a kind of a super group, I guess. The former drummer, I guess, from Opeth, his name is Martin Lopez, and bassist from Death, Testament, Sadus. His name is Steve DiGiorgio. In fact, I'm thinking he's the guy that did all the stuff on the latest Megadeth album. I'm pretty sure that name just all of a sudden just clicked in my head. Check me if I'm wrong, but I think that's who did all the bass on the new Megadeth. But anyway, and then there's been a few other people that have come and gone throughout the band, but the only remaining members at this point are Martin Lopez still on drums, and the singer who is Joel Ekoloff, and the rest of the guys I don't know at all. Their names are hard to pronounce, except for Cody Lee Ford on guitars. I'll give you that one, but he's only been with the band for about 4 years now. The rest of the guys, I just don't know. But anyway, they did this in the studio with a, like I said, an 8-piece orchestra. And the first thing I noticed was, it starts out with a lot of female background vocals going on along with the male lead vocals on this one, and I was like, oh, this is different. And that's when I kind of realized it wasn't just a normal Soen album. In case anybody out there is not familiar with their sound, they get compared to Tool a lot, and they're kind of that style, I guess, except Joel's singing is a lot more passionate. I mean, not saying that James his vocals aren't, but in a completely different way. They're more pure. He's got a very strong vocal presence. His voice really resonates really strong. Kind of reminds me similar of the singer from 10. That type of really full, natural sounding voice, but with a lot of emotion in his singing. And the songs are generally slower, but really strong and full of. And they were just a 4-piece when they started, and they've added keyboards along the way back in 14, I think. So they have changed their sound a little bit to make it a little bit more full sounding. So anyway, that being said, the songs are taken from most of their albums. There's a couple albums they left out, but the majority of the songs are taken from the last 2 albums. And they throw in a cover of Slipknot's song Snuff, which I thought was really, really interesting. It's still, you can tell that it's still Snuff, but they've changed it and added so much stuff to it. It's a completely new song. So anyway, and I've had a couple people over the weekend here comment, hey, you should do some clips of songs and stuff. Really wish I could. Although initially, I'll tell you, that's not actually my intention of this. Wasn't to play clips of songs and stuff. It was just to sit down and talk with guys about music, girls too, not just guys. And just discuss music and just talk about the bands we love. And that's kind of the feel I wanted to go for. I didn't want to make these advertisements for bands. I just wanted it to be fun and talk about music. That's really was my whole goal. I did a couple reviews just for the heck of it, and they really caught on, so we've just been doing a lot of them. People like to hear the reviews, but I'm not going to be adding clips because I've actually had a couple of my songs and videos copyrighted, striked, I don't know how you'd say that. And I know there's a few bands out there that will absolutely just block the videos. So I'm not going to be doing that as much as, I would like to do that every once in a while, I guess, if I was really trying to explain something I couldn't, which I guess does happen sometimes. But anyway, this one is really worth checking out. It's the heavier songs are still heavy. They still play them heavy, but it's with that added extra, instrumentation in there, it takes it to a whole new level. You really got to check this out. They're actually doing a concert video for it too which I don't really watch too many of these anymore. I used to watch them like a ton when I was younger. I couldn't wait to get the videos and just sit down and watch and study them. And I think it was a lot because I played out and I wanted to like see what these guys are doing and what looks dumb and what doesn't look dumb, what looks cool, what doesn't look cool, that type of thing. Plus, I really liked watching, my favorite performers. But I've kind of gotten away from that, and I just don't really watch a whole lot of live stuff anymore. But this one is a little different. It's not like in an audience. It's like in a nice quiet studio setting. And in case I didn't mention it, the reason it's called Atlantis, I don't think I did mention this, is because it was recorded in a studio called Atlantis Gramophone Studios in Stockholm, Sweden. And there's been a few famous bands that have recorded there. Lenny Kravitz, Green Day, a couple of different ones. ABBA, I think, recorded there. I'm just kind of reading down the list because I don't have any of the stuff because I did a digital download. So, I probably wished I would have gotten the hard copy of this, but I will be getting the DVD for sure. So we'll have to settle with that. But anyway, if you guys get the chance to check this one out, it is like super cool. I mean, you will not be disappointed if you're a fan of that style of music at all. And I was like really, really impressed with this one. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff, and talk to you guys later. See you.